Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Adrestio, and this is Limbus Company. Alright, so the title screen's actually been changed to a different background that seems to be like Blade Lineage or something. But that also means new extractions. Alright, so we got Blade Lineage Mentor Marisalt, Blade Lineage Salsu Faust, and then Kurokumo Clan Captain Gregor. So obviously we're interested in this one, which I'm not sure I'll have very many pulls here, but we'll see. If not, I'll do whatever I need to do for it. Anyway, actually, good question. Can I pull these? Doesn't look like I can yet. Yep. Can't, Alright, well, we get a couple of tries here and we'll hope for the best. And there's a new event open apparently too, so I get to look at that, I guess. Alright, good to know. Alright, let's do the extractions. We'll see what's going on over there. It's probably just another event I'm not going to touch until later. Alright, here goes nothing. Not a good sign. Didn't even get the double O.
아, 아이고 맛있다. 한 번만 더.
Alright, well you guys got the double O. Oh, I'm waiting for this off banner. Oh, it's an EGO. That's even worse. Alright, Wishing Cairn Don Quixote, 10th rank. Not what I wanted at all. Yeah, we need like 1 million of these to get this, which is gonna suck. Because apparently you can't get it here. Oh well. Let's go ahead and take a look at that EGO real quick. You. It's 10th rank. Oh, she doesn't even have a 10th rank. Good for her. Alright, well let's start spend then. 2 reds, 2 yellows, and a pride. Or navy blue. We can fully thread spend this. Might as well. It's a rank 2, so gives her a bit more variety. So yeah, if I were to okay, it has this, with maxed out, it has the same attack weight as Fluid Sac, so it's essentially it's supposed to be designed as a single target. On hit does 4 bleed, 5 tremor, and as on heads it'll do paralysis on top of everything else. And then gain 2 poison plus 2 poison count when defeating an enemy with bleed 3 times per turn. Not too bad of ability. The only thing that's really annoying about Don Quixote is all of her EGOs use Pride, which is kind of at a premium with my particular setup. So yeah, you can see Pride being used there. There. I think the only thing that doesn't use Pride is Telephone Pole. Yep. Which all that does is give charge, which I don't care about. So, not exactly that useful. Alright. So cool. Got her. That was actually useful, so I won't complain about that. I'll complain about everything else though. Alright, driving time. Yep, so you have to clear 5.5 to 12 to unlock. So, not gonna be, but we will get still reward exchange stuff here going, so it's not the end of the world. What is that? Oh, cool. Double O for Don Quixote there. That's it. Alright. As long as you do event stage dungeons, mirror dungeons, and main story stuff. Okay. I'll put a break here And if I happen to get more stuff to actually summon with, we'll go from there, I guess. Actually, I do have a few, I do have some singles. So let's go ahead and just do that, get that out of the way. I don't expect to get anything out of this. I don't think I've ever gotten something good from a single bowl. At least not in this game. And I am definitely proving that correct. Alright, I'll put a break here. Alright, good news. I did find where I was supposed to actually look these things up. So I was looking here, and I was looking at like identities and extractions, but what I was supposed to be looking at is this Bon Voyage Season 3 Limbus Pass, and then the Event tab. And that has everything that I'm missing. Also, why am I missing Yuri? And it requires pay lunacy. Nope, not gonna pay lunacy for that. Alright then, so I went ahead and grabbed the 400 I need, and this will get us her. Supposedly these characters are kind of designed to be used with other Blade lineage characters, which is both good and bad, because I don't think I have enough female Blade lineage characters to make this work. There's also a few other things I'll need to talk about, but I'll talk about them in a second.
출장 전야는 반드시 고요한 법이죠. 마침 달도 가득 차올랐군요.
Alright, Blade lineage, Salsu, Faust. Alright, so we got her. Alright, so the other thing I want to talk about is the event. So you get these scabbards. So the key thing here is you can't grind your main story stages. You only get the scabbards if you do a first time clear for them. So it's only through story progression. The only other way to get bloody scabbards is to, of course, do the event stages, which I don't have access to. And the other option is mirror dungeons. Clearing them will get you scabbards. Now, speaking of the mirror dungeons, they have these special nodes now that are specific to this event, where you end up fighting Blade lineage characters. And they're reasonably tough. And there are also special events that are specific to this. There are the EGO events, where you're supposed to usually get like an item or something. There's some that are specific to the this event as well, and some of them there's one event that literally has like a 40 requirement for the check, which I don't really know entirely how it's supposed to work. I'm assuming it's in conjunction with like doing all the other events correctly or something like that. And the very final node of the at least on normal, I haven't done hard mode of mirror dungeons yet, mainly because they are longer and I don't really want to spend the time for it. But for the normal mode, the very last node, which is of course a boss, actually has two nodes you get to pick, and one of them is specific to this event. First time I saw it, I attempted it, and needless to say, if you are using a lot of piercing in your team, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Pretty much expects you to come in with as much slashing as possible. And he eventually did a move where he would get 200 shield, 200 HP shield, and if you don't take out that shield, he gets a huge bonus on his clash. And I think of probably some other things, but essentially it becomes a super AoE attack that essentially killed just about my entire team. And it was one of the few times I actually gave up on a mirror dungeon and just took the partial reward. Needless to say, I didn't really care for the boss that much. Supposedly, if you can stagger him very quickly, he becomes a lot easier, but I didn't have a team that was like that, and I don't generally like making specific teams for specific opponents, which is partially why I kind of stopped playing Library of Ruina, because it was getting so specific that I was just not having fun playing what I want. But yeah, needless to say, something to be aware of. But by the time you see this, you probably already know about it, or you don't play this game, which, I mean, you know, that is an option. Anyway, so yeah, needless to say, it's the only thing I'm a little concerned about is whether or not I'm going to get enough scabbards to actually get the identity. But I think I can. It seems to be giving me enough time. Does it? Yeah, it's over a month. Yeah, I should be able to get enough to at least get this. Supposedly the event's actually reasonably generous. Anyway, enough about that.
저희는
Centers.
치명
Get ourselves a new center. There you are. Alright, level ups first. Identity takeoff ticket? I don't even know what that is. Boop. 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 And boop. Alright, level 40, uptie. Uptie again.
오늘은 건물을 펼치기 좋은 밤입니다. 달을 머금은 칼날 끝에서 피어나는 꽃무리가 절경이죠. 꽃놀이는 어떠신지.
The world is abound with things of beauty. The scattering moonlight, the blooming red plum blossoms. Among all that is beautiful in this world, Faust considers these two the finest of them all. Faust is confident that she has read nearly every book in existence. No knowledge may escape Faust's grasp. Even still, to me, nothing else comes close to these two. Regardless, I am okay. I can create new things with the strokes of my brush, put my thoughts to paper. We are to leave this home behind soon. Escor can no longer be redeemed. The deluge of corruption pouring from the headwaters and perverting every strand of the waterways of this river cannot be stemmed. We are but scholars of the martial arts. We cannot be a levee, let alone a dam to stop that flow. Yet there are virtuous ones who seek to purify the rivers of these putrefacients. We, or at least our mentor, felt that we must help them. It may have been his personal sense of justice. Perhaps it was his own way of providing us with a last bastion to save our homeland. I have not inquired him, for he is a man of few words. I suppose his intentions behind this action matters not when we have already failed. We could not stop the levee from leaking. The flood took us, who stood next to the levee to defend it, and it left us no choice but to abandon our home. It was no easy decision to leave the nest behind. The blade lineage under our mentor's guidance were all small feathers, each minor officials of their own. Escor sent the Chunokun after the mentor. We have lost many fellows in the process, yet I must consider ourselves lucky. Though our forces have dwindled, we were allowed to convene under the same banner once again. One day, I would like to pen a letter under the moonlight again. Before my brush with death does memories of the past return to me. So I wield this blade to protect our fellows, to prepare a new home for us. Though the red plum blossoms wilt with time and lose their beauty, I shall bloom them nonetheless, so that this fleeting moment may be treasured. How long has it been since we have departed our nest? Though I write not under the moonlight, I had a brief moment to write with my brush. My fellows have diligently sought a new home for us and led us to the back streets of Tigor. Yet it was already occupied by a different syndicate. It need not be said that conflict was inevitable. Something cast its shadow over the moon. They call themselves the Hyugun, Dark Cloud. The cloud may eclipse the moon for a brief moment indeed, but when the wind blows and when time passes, the cloud will scatter like any other. And before the majesty of the moon, the cloud is as insignificant as a speck of dust. This cloud shall be cast from the skies, like the splendid shower of plum blossom petals. It may be by my hands, or mentors, or another Celsus. Whoever it may be, the outcome is inevitable. The cloud shall scatter, and red plum blossoms shall bloom up from our foes, as it all should be. Pretty sure I was supposed to do Faust voice, but that's okay. Alright, we do have another uptime we need to do. We need 20.
저희는
We
심야
get 20
업무를
easily
진행하는
enough.
파피원을 위해 늦게까지 주문을 받고 있습니다. 비번이시라면 간단하게 쉘이나 브랜디를 첨가한 차는 어떠실까요?
I need 4 more. Thank you. Alright, where are you? You're down here. Alright, so... Alright, so her defense is on... It's an actual defend, which is nice. On use, every 4 poise on self, gain final power +1. Okay. She's got a slashing attack, that's yellow. At 5+ poise, gain additional coin power. The power of this is actually kind of bad. It's 3 and then +2, which technically gets a little higher. But that's not good for clashing. On use, gain +2 poise count. On heads, gain additional poise. And then on crit, inflict Red Plum Blossom. Unique bleed. Max value 10. 10% chance for this unit to be critically hit if this unit is the main target. When struck by a critical hit, gain bleed equal to the half of the value and take plus value X, or value times 3% damage on critical. Reduced by value by 1 when hit. Acupuncture, which is piercing. This one's a lot better. 4 + 6 coin is not bad at all. At 7+ poise, gain additional coin power, so it'll become +7. Gain poise when you use it. Gain plus poise on hit, and plus 30% damage on critical hit. On hit, you can also inflict bind, and then on crit, you'll do Red Plum Blossoms. And then last one is Gloom. I think it's the Gloom Sen. 5 + 6 is not bad. Deal 3% more damage for every Red Plum Blossom on target. Coin power +1 for every 7 poise on self. Clash Wind, consume half the poise on self, then gain poise equal to the poise count consumed. Half poise count on self, then gain poise. Oh, okay, I see. It's converting the count into additional poise right then and there. Alright, this skill does not consume Red Plum Blossom on crit. On crit, inflict 5 Red Plum Blossom. On crits, if the target has 10 Red Plum Blossom, inflict 1/fragility. And same thing for the other attack. So supposedly she's okay as long as you have all the other characters supporting her to help get damage out. But yeah, kind of an interesting character. Let's see, we got Blade Lineage, Selsu. I believe Don Quixote. Her Blade Lineage is in the event. Sorry, no blade lineage here. None here. None there. And then we have blade lineage Salsu with Otis here. So if you do want to do like a full blade lineage, you would have to use this one, which is supposedly not the best. Oh yeah, it's not too great. Very old school. But we got another character, and the elements are too terrible. Purple, gloom, and green. So unfortunately, it's probably not going to be one I'm going to be using anytime soon. Alright. Anyway, I'll go ahead and actually call it here. I am the Depressed Dealer. This was Limbus Company. I'll see you guys later.